This is Kat from Black Cat Creates. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to talk about the supplies you need for the online painting classes. So we're going to start with our paints. Very important. We want a red, a yellow, and a blue. And those are our bases. We're going to talk about mixing paints at a different point, but that's what you want to start with. You're going to want to also have a white and a black. I use them a lot, so I have bigger ones for that, but any size will do. We're only talking about one painting. You're going to want a canvas. Again, size is up to you on that. I believe I've got 11 by 14 in front of me. You're going to want to put something down to have paint in. I highly recommend the Masterson's wet palettes. Just about any palette will do to put your paint on. This is great because inside of here it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but it keeps my paints wet. These are from last week and most of that's still good. And the way that works is it comes with some, but also you can order more. There's a sponge that sits inside of it, and you wet that sponge. And then you add a piece of paper that they also sell special for it. It's a palette paper. And this will stay damp. You don't want them to be soaked. And this way they'll be damp, and this will keep your paint damp, and the airtight seal keeps it so that even if you walk away and come back to them the next day, you don't have to worry about remixing anything different. Okay, the next thing you're going to want is someplace to hold water. Obviously mine's Seen Bitter Days, but it works great. This is great because it has two different sections. One that I'll keep clean water in and one that I let the dirty water in. So if I'm looking to wet my brush again, I don't have to put it into the dirty water. So again, that's something that I would recommend, something along these lines. It also has some ridges in the bottom to scrape your brush against carefully. And the holes are so you could actually stick the brushes in it and let them dry. Or keep it from putting it down on the surface that you're worried about getting paint on as you're going as well. Moves us into brushes. I love my little brush cup. So I've got a couple different sizes. For what we're talking about, it's really probably the best that you have a large one, something akin to one of these medium ones. I'm not going to really stress about having two different kinds. We're going to make do with what you have, definitely. And then this, another smaller round one, if at all possible. Okay? Really, any combination of a larger, medium, and a small will do, especially depending on the size of canvas that you choose. Now, this is all great. But the reality of the current times, we don't know for sure what you have. So, brushes, just about anything will do. It's just a medium to get the paint onto the canvas. Canvas, any size will do, but also any type. If you do buy one that says it's for something else like watercolor or anything else, it may be harder. But you probably have a craft one around, or if you paint on a piece of wood, things like that work great. Or if you find palette paper, they sell pads of it in most of the craft stores. That'll work as well. Water, let's face it, Solo cups, I've been using it for ages. It works just fine. Just be careful that if you use one for your paint, do not use the same type of cup for your drinking water. It's a big mistake, and we've all done it. In terms of a palette, this is great. I love my Stay Wet, but I paint pretty regularly. So it kind of makes a difference to me what I've got there. But, most of the time when I do these events, paper plates. And if you've done any of these events, paper plates. Especially a coated paper plate. Okay? I'd grab a couple. Just this way, if it gets too messy, you can give yourself some more space. And then finally, paints. These are great. I love this brand. Soft body, heavy body, different kinds. But honestly, if you end up with your craft paints that you already have at home, still just try and get yourself the red, yellow, blue. We can have a lot of leeway on what kind of blue as well. But like a red, yellow, blue, something in those veins. If your color's a little bit different, it's going to be fine. We're leaving a lot of room for that. So absolutely, if you've got the better quality stuff, if you've got the stuff that you do regularly, if you want that because you think you're going to paint, definitely let's go with that. But this is a one-time thing. You're just going for fun. Paper plate, a couple of cheap craft plates. And these not that they're bad, they're just cheaper. And a Solo cup and some, brush kit will get you there. I also always recommend, and I'll talk about this later, that you have some Q-tips. Q-tips, paper towels, that's your best bet. Thank you.